Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a comparison video between the three 120 palettes. Now these are from B&H Cosmetics and they had 3 different ones on their site, and I really couldn't, you could tell a little bit what the differences were between the palettes, but I really wanted to see what the, which one would be the most versatile, which one I liked the best. So I got all 3. And so today I'm going to do a little bit, I'm going to show you them, and then I'll do some swatches, and then we'll compare and see which one is I would recommend. So first off, the number 1 palette. So they all look the same on the front, but on the back they have a sticker that says which palette is which. If you've never seen these before, they look like this, and they have like a little ribbon, and you can pull that, and then it's 2 palettes that are stacked on top of each other that you can take out. So like this, 2 palettes. So the number 1 palette, the top row of palettes are these really bright, fun red, orange, yellow, green, blue colors, and on the side they actually have ones that are speckled. They're kind of weird. I've never seen eyeshadows like this, and there's weird ones like for instance the orange and green one. See, I've already swatched it so it's not as prominent, but I mean, I wouldn't have needed to swatch it because I was like, what kind of color is that? But you can't really see the orange, or the green rather, at all. There's the yellow. This has a mix of mattes and shimmery colors. So, for instance, like this yellow right here is a matte, and then like this teal color right there, super shimmery. So it seems like the shimmers obviously have more color payoff than the mattes, which is kind of normal, but the color payoff on these is not bad in any way, shape, or form. I mean, that's a matte. Obviously I don't have a base on my fingers or anything, so this is just straight pigmentation. It's a blue. I mean, I'm not even doing this really, I'm just barely rubbing it, and there's a lot of color payoff, so that's really, really important to me when you're getting products like this. A lot of the times when you get sets, they're not really good. If it's a good deal, a good set deal, like at stores, I've noticed like Ulta does this, Sephora, places like that where they do like a blockbuster set. Generally, I'm not really impressed with what is offered for the so these are, I'm really impressed with the color payoff. So here's the lower palette. So you get more reds, purples, some blues, and then the black and white gradient up there, and then some neutral colors down here. So this has, what is really cool, it has a bright red. So that red's really, really pigmented, and not many companies have products or have red eyeshadow like that, so that's really cool. What other ones should I swatch? We'll swatch, ooh, this one's pretty. Purple, ooh, this hot pink. Hot pink, where are you? Sorry, on my camera it looks bright red, and I was like, I thought I got rid of that one. And some of like the neutrals, shimmery, buttery color. So, ooh, that bright green looks really pretty. Yeah, so this one has lots of cool colors, and I like the fact that it's got basically every bright color you could possibly need, and it has mattes and shimmer. Mattes are really fun to work with, but sometimes you want shimmer. So that was palette 1. So now we'll do palette 2. So right off the bat, the colors are pretty similar, different layout. So this is the top one, and then this is the bottom one. So it has some different colors. One of my favorites on this one is right here, which is that bright shimmery melon color. I love corally oranges like that. It's very beautiful. This color is really pretty too. Yellows. So does the yellows. Lots of like periwinkle blues, sort of. I like how they gradient it, so the light colors are up here and the darker ones are down here. These awesome, awesome greens. Just looking at these palettes right when I got them in the mail, I was like, oh my god, these are beautiful. I was inspired right when I opened them, so that's fun. I like when that happens to me. Lower palette, this one is super, super pretty. This red was used in this look that I have on right now. So was this red right there. Bright greens. And these are all really soft. It's not like you're struggling for color payoff, as I said before. So that's palette 2. So again, like palette 1, palette 2 has a mix of mattes and shimmers. So they have that in common, and the color, the gradients are similar, but the colors are not identical. So there's definitely some colors that I saw in palette 2 that were not in palette 1. Like that corally color I showed you. But they did have it in a matte, I think. Okay, so now palette 3 is definitely a different color scheme than the first two. I'm having trouble getting it out. Oh wait. So this is the top layer, and right off the bat you can tell that these are much more pastel. They're much lighter than the other ones. The other ones have like neon pink and crazy red and that, and these are much more toned down, much lighter, kind of tropical colors. And the other one, the back one, is much darker. So this has a lot of smoky colors. So if you don't have smoky colors, then this would be a good one to get. So let's swatch this with my hand. I'm trying to wipe off all of the color as I'm going, but you can see a little bit of it. Okay, so we'll swatch this one. It's like a robin's egg. It's very pretty. Right here, nice, like, what would you call it? It's like a, I don't know, red, pink-y color. Nice description, Leisha. Crazy acid green. It's red down here. To this pink. Did I already do that one? No, I didn't do that one. And then like the lighter colors. Purple on the top. Just noticing these lighter colors are not near, well, that one is. Some of them aren't nearly as pigmented as other ones, but they're lighter colors, so they're not necessarily supposed to be. So then we have this nice brown color. I love like warm orangey browns like that. This. So that's what that has. They're definitely lighter colors, and it looks like the majority of them are matte. There's a few ones with a little bit of sparkle, but not that frosty shimmer like the first two had. So then, darker palette. Obviously you can tell the difference in the colors here. So again, this one too doesn't seem like it has too many shimmers, but some of them have a little bit of a sparkle. So that's that like green brown color. Here's a dark red, kind of steel blue, gray. Where's the black? Here's the darkest one, so obviously it's keeping that roll. They're blue, nice brown. That actually has good color payoff. You just probably can't tell because it's not. It's somewhat close to my skin tone. This brown's really pretty. You can see it has like a little bit of sparkle. That's what I'm talking about. It has sparkle but not frost. So it has like little glitter particles but not like a shimmery frostiness. So there's some more. So this one, like I said, palette 3, not so much frost but does have matte and shimmer colors. And it's like goes from like pastels and dark colors. So out of the 3, I'm gonna say my favorite is probably the first palette, which has these ones. I'd say palette 1 and 2 are similar enough that you don't need both unless you like having a huge array of colors and don't really have a knack for mixing colors to find new ones, because I know that's kind of an acquired skill. You, like if you take a color theory class or something, it makes it easier to mix colors and make new ones. But for some people, it's easier just to see the color in front of you and not have to go try and make the color that you're thinking of. So those two, in my opinion, are close enough not to need both. The third one is very different from the first two, but it does have a good array of colors. So if you don't have a lot of like pastel colors and smoky dark colors, that is everything you could possibly need in one. It's a really good deal. So if you were gonna get 2, I would say 1 and 3, but 1 is definitely my favorite. So I hope that that is helpful to you guys. I'm really impressed with these, and I'll probably use these in quite a few tutorials simply because they are easy for everyone to get a hold of, and they have a huge array of colors, and they are very inexpensive for what you get and the quality of what you get. So yeah, I hope this review is helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!